They that all hunt after in their lives live registered upon our brazen tombs, and grace us in the disgrace of death.
Aye, it is fame alone that will outlive time.
And make us heirs to all eternity.
And as the world goes, we must war against our affections.
And the world's desires too. Don't forget the world's desires.
Therefore, our late edict shall stand in force. Navarre shall be the wonder of the world. Here we shall be a school of wise men. We shall contemplate all art. You three, Longaville, Dumaine, and Byron, have sworn for 3 years' term to live with me by the rules in this schedule here. Your oaths are already fixed, and nothing remains but to fix your names.
I am resolved. It is but a 3 years fast, and my mind shall feast while my body pines. I am signed, my lord.
It's such a little thing to forswear all the pleasures of this world for the supreme joy of living in philosophy. What are such things as pomp and wealth when compared to the lights of the mind? I am signed, my lord.
Well, I suppose it's my turn now.
You did swear to join us, Byron.
You did swear to live and study here for 3 years.
Oh, I did, it's true, but there are some strict rules in this college we have founded.
What's so strict as the joys that shall come from lean living and hard thinking?
We are promising not to see a woman for 3 years.
It's nothing. No woman lives who is fair as Dame Philosophy.
And we are promising to fast 1 day a week.
It will not be hard.
And to eat but 1 meal a day on each day beside.
It will make us all the hungrier for learning.
And we are promising to sleep but 3 hours a night, and not to be seen to wink at all throughout the day.
But only a base fellow will want to wink when there's so much to be learned.
Well, these are hard rules. I mean, study fast and see no woman.
You gave your oath.
To study only, not to these.
To swear to one is to swear to all the rest.
What's the purpose of our study?
Why, to learn those things that we do not know.
Things hidden, you mean, from common sense?
Aye, that's the sense of a hard penance.
Well, I'd rather study where's the best place to dine, how to win a maiden of form divine, or how to break this oath I've made before it puts me in the grave.
It is against such low aims that our rules were writ.
Study that which gives my joy away seems witless.
Well then, good Byron, get you home. Adieu.
No, my lord. I'll keep what I have sworn and live in penance for each 3 years dead. Give me the pen, I'll sign. B. That is for the breast of chicken that I'll miss. I. That is for the innocent maids I'll pass by. R. That is for the roast that I'll taste no more. O. That is for the oceans of wine I shall not drink. And N. That is for the nights I shall not sleep. This says that no woman shall come within a mile of our courts. Has this been publicly proclaimed?
3 days ago, yes.
Let's see the penalty. On pain of losing her tongue, thought of that.
That I did.
And if any of us be seen to talk to a woman, he shall suffer such public shame as the rest of the court can possibly devise.
That I wrote.
And you, my lord, shall be the first to break the law.
Never.
I think you forget. The Princess of France is even now on her way to visit you.
I did forget.
A maiden, I am told, of grace and complete majesty.
This is terrible. How did I forget?
Study. When we study to be wise, we forget to be smart.
In this one instance only, we must dispense with our decree. The princess must be housed here. It's only common courtesy.
One instance will grow to a parade, I think.
Never. The princess shall be the only exception. Now, men, go put to practice that which each to the other has so strongly sworn.
I'll lay my head to any good man's hat. These vows and oaths will prove an idle scorn.
Byron!
I come, my lord!
a man in whom all perfection rests.
Good Boyer, have you not heard the news? Ferdinand has made a solemn vow. Till painful study shall outwear 3 years. No woman may approach his womanless court.
I have heard some such thing.
Well then, it seems to me a proper course, before we enter his forbidden gates, to know his pleasure. And to that end, knowing well how well you serve good Boyer, we select you to go to this matchless Navarre, and tell him the daughter of the King of France, on serious business, craves quick audience.
I am proud to serve and quick to go.
Aren't others besides Ferdinand fellows in this vow?
I believe there is one named Longueville.
Oh, I know him, madam. I met this Longueville once at a marriage feast. A man of sovereign parts, well-fitted in arts, glorious in arms. He does nothing ill, but he wishes to do well. The only fault of his fair virtue's glass is his sharp wit with too blunt a will, and he spares none that come within his power.
Some vain mocking lord, I think. Is it not so?
Those who know him best say so.
Such short-lived wits do wither as they grow. Are there others?
There's young Dumaine, a well-accomplished youth. A witty man, I've heard it said of him, and handsome.
Another of these students is, I think, a man Byron they call him, and a merrier man within the limit of becoming mirth. I never idled away a better hour with.
God bless my ladies. Are you all in love? Merry, witty, handsome, well-accomplished. Bosh.
Your Highness, I spy Boyer returning.
That was a fast audience. And a short trip. Well then, Boyer, what is the news?
Navarre has notice of your fair approach, and he and his companions, in their oath, were all prepared to come to meet you, my lady, before I came. Marry, that much I have learned. But he means to lodge you in this courtyard, as if you were a foe here to besiege his court.
What?
He thinks it better than to let a lady enter his womanless house.
So this is how it'll be.
Here comes Navarre now.
Fair princess, welcome to this court of Navarre.
Fair, I give you back then. And welcome I have not yet had.
Madam?
Welcome to these wide fields is too base to be mine, and the roof of this court is too high to be yours.
You shall be welcome, madam, to my court.
I shall be welcome then. Conduct me hither.
Hear me, dear lady. I've sworn an oath.
And you will break it?
Not for the world I cannot.
I have heard that your majesty has sworn out housekeeping. It is a deadly sin to keep that oath, my lord, and yet a sin to break it. But pardon me, I did not mean to teach a teacher. I would, however, have you read the contents of my coming and give me your answer.
Madam, I will, as soon as I may.
Then do it soon, so I may be away.
Madam, your father here claims that he's made repayment of 100,000 crowns, half the sum my father gave him for the wars. If he does repay it, we will forget the other half and yield up Aquitaine. We hold our friendship of his majesty of high esteem, but he seems to want both what he owes to us and that which he gave us as insurance for his debts. For madam, were not his demands so far from reason, your fair self should make me want to send you back with my consent to France.
You do the king my father too much wrong. He has repaid the sum your father left.
I do protest, I never heard of it, but if you can prove it, I'll repay it back and yield up Aquitaine.
Boyer, you can produce the receipts for such a sum from special king officers of the late King Navarre, can you not?
They have not yet arrived, madam. I'm expecting them tomorrow.
Then we shall wait until tomorrow to settle this matter. Until then, receive such welcome in my hand as honor. But you may not come, fair princess, to my gates.
Still.
But here in this park you shall be received, and you may deem yourself lodged in my own heart, as if you were within my own walls. I'm sure you will excuse me and farewell. We shall visit you again tomorrow.
Fair health and sweet desires accompany your grace. Till tomorrow.
Your own wish. I wish you in every place.
Lady, I will commend you to mine own heart.
Pray that you do. I would like to see it.
I wish that you could hear my heart groan.
Is your foolish heart sick?
Indeed, heart sick.
Give it a strong visit.
Would that do it any good?
My doctor says no.
Won't you heal it with your eyes?
It would do no good. There's no medicine there.
God give you a long life.
And save you from long living.
And you, madam.
Excuse me, who is that lady there?
The heir of Allentown. Maria's her name.
A gallant lady. Thank you.
One word with you, please. Who is she dressed in purple?
A woman, you'd agree, if you ever saw her in the light.
I desire her name.
Well, if you took her name, sir, she would have none.
Daughter, is she?
Her mother's, I have heard.
Don't you know a civil word?
Good sir, don't be offended. She is Catherine, the heir of Falconbridge.
Well, thank you. She is a most sweet lady.
Very likely, sir, that may be.
Who is she? That one there.
Rosalind, she's called.
Is she wedded?
Only to her own will.
Oh, well, thank you. Adieu, madam.
Adieu to me, sir, and welcome to you.
That last is Byron, the merry madcap lord. Not a word with him, but a jest.
And every jest but a word.
It was well done of you to take him at his word. I was willing to cross words with him.
Although this civil war of wits were much better used against Navarre and his bookmen.
If one may make an observation, I would say this fantastic oath they have made is already near breaking.
How so?
So they may love. King Ferdinand is much smitten by your lady.
He said little of such matters.
His tongue, all impatient to speak and not see, did stumble with haste in his eyesight to be. He'll give you all Aquitaine, and all that is his, if you give him, for his sake, one little kiss.
You are taking leave of your senses, boy.
What little there were of them.
That will do, Jacquinetta. Come, let us go and cease making a courtyard of this wilderness. Mercaid, go and see for luggage.
Where are those rascally servants? In this land armed against love, seek for them where love is to be found. That's too wide a world to search.
I'll try the taverns and the stables first.
Believe me, Princess, Ferdinand is yours for the asking.
You are a love-monger, boy.
She is Cupid's mother and learns news from him.
If she is Cupid's mother, is she also Venus?
Nay, boy is far too plain for that.
You all are mad wenches and too much for me. I'll go and aid Mercaid with the luggage.
Well, it was a lovely courtyard.
But somewhat plain, I think. A likely place for man and maid to woo.
But no place for a lady to entertain.
Perhaps we could, if you think we should.
But of course, we must redecorate. Jacquinetta,
Yes, milady.
music, please.
I know just the tune to tame these savage beasts.
favor for life, do one thing for me.
Will you have you do it?
Tomorrow afternoon.
Well, I will do it, sir. Farewell.
Wait. You don't know what it is yet.
I will know after I have done it.
You must know before you do it.
Well, I will come and see your worship tomorrow.
Oh, not tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon. It's very simple. Listen. In the King's Park, the princess now lodges with her train. There's a lady there. When tongue speaks sweetly, they name her, and Rosalind they call her. Now, go you to the King's Park, and to her white hand, see that you do commend this sealed up counsel. That's the text.
Oh, sweet task. Worth a coin or two, I would bet. I will do it, sir. Farewell.
And I, forsooth, in love. I love, I sue, I seek a wife. Well, I will love, right, sigh, pray, sue, groan. Some man must love my lady that I own. Why was I by nature named to be the one to break this oath and see our school undone? I'll think on it.
Was that the king that spurred his horse against the uprising of the hill?
I know not, but I think it was not he.
Whoever he was, he showed a mounting mind.
Very witty, my lady, to note that he that boards a horse has mounting mind. It is ever the way of people of quality to play the role of clown and expect our approval. Yet, if I were to play the role of king, they would have my head. Good day, lady.
Well, today we shall receive our dispatch, and tomorrow we leave for France.
I think something yet stands between that dispatch and your will, my lady.
I have forgotten myself. I was sent here on a matter of great delicacy.
You, on a matter of great delicacy. Egads, in this land it must be the custom to butter one's fingers to carry eggs.
Pray, lady, tell me who's the head lady.
Why, all ladies have heads.
Well, which is the greatest lady, the highest?
The thickest and the tallest.
Well, since you be the only lady present then, this letter I think is for you. It is from my Lord Byron, but I have forgot to which lady it was intended. Well, one lady's much the same as another.
Well, Byron is a good friend of mine, but I had no idea we were either pining nor penning. You may go. Read the letter to me.
This letter, my lady, is mistook. I think it is intended for another.
You will read it. Call the ladies here.
Good ladies, Japonetta, your princess calls you to attendance.
Ladies, we have a letter from one of our scholars.
From Longueville?
Not from he. Rosalind, don't you have a guess?
Is it from the king?
Not from he. Any others?
None that I can recollect, my lady.
Well then, good boy, break the seal. And everyone can hear.
But, my lady, should we?
It was addressed into our care. Moreover, it will be most informative to learn what these scholars have learned after one whole day of late living and hard thinking.
Indeed it would. Read on, read on.
It is addressed to each of you and all of you.
It is.
How can that be?
All are one, but not each and all.
It is the way I read the superscript. To the snow white hand of the most beauteous woman who ever lived.
You are right, Boye. It is addressed to each of us.
done.
If love make me forsworn, how shall I swear to love?
This court is the most anxious to swear and unswear that I ever did hear.
Ah, never faith could hold if not to beauty vowed. Though to myself forsworn, to thee I'll faithful prove.
There is some logic in what you write.
Those thoughts to me were oaths, to thee like willows bowed. Study his bias leaves and makes his book thine eyes, where all those pleasures live that art could comprehend. If knowledge be the mark, to know thee shall suffice. Well learned is that tongue that love can thee commend. All ignorant that soul that sees thee without wonder, which is to me some praise I my heart admire. Thy eye Jove's lightning bears, thy voice his dreadful thunder, which, not to anger bent, is music and sweet fire. Celestial as thou art, oh pardon love this wrong, that sings heaven's praises with such an earthly tongue. Well, and to this my Lord Byron has signed his name.
Sure, it is akin to madness.
Methinks the origin and progress of madness springs from love.
Sure, nothing but love could cause so bad a crime.
If knowledge be the mark, to know thee shall suffice.
It is a vile line, a vile one.
I think not.
Sure, lady, you would not have a man so soon forget his oath to, the king?
I spoke of the verse and not the sense.
To be sure, it is a senseless verse.
Poor Byron.
Poor poet.
Poor scholar that was.
Me.
Poor ladies.
Some poetry.
If knowledge be the mark, to know thee shall suffice.
As celestial as thou art.
Somebody comes, I'll hide.
Oh, the king is chasing the deer, and I am chasing myself. What a fool. Oh, Lord, this love is as mad as Ajax. It kills sheep. It kills me. I'm a sheep. Very well. I will not love. Even if I do hang me, I will not love. Oh, but her eyes. No, I would not love her, even for her own 2 eyes. Oh, all I do is lie, even to myself. My heaven, I do love, and love has taught me to rhyme and mope, and here I am again with more rhyme. The lady has one of my sonnets now already. The clown bore it, the fool wrote it, and the lady has it. Sweet clown, sweeter fool, sweetest lady. Well, by heaven, it would not grieve me at all to be in love if the other 3 were with me. King, I must hide, for I cannot stand to feel his gaze upon me.
Ah, me.
I know that sound as one hacking cougher knows another. The king, too, has been laid low. Goad him, sweet Cupid, drive him mad with love.
So sweet a kiss the golden sun give not, as thy eye beams their fresh rays down smote. The dew of night on my cheek down flows, nor shines the silver moon half as bright through the transparent bosom of the deep. This is madness. I, the king, fall in love to break my oath before the ink is even dry with which I signed it.
Ah, me.
Who's sweetly shade folly? Who's he that comes here?
Now by my beard, one more lovesick fool appears.
Ah, me, ah, me. In my heart, I have broken my oath.
In love, I hope, there is sweet fellowship in broken oaths.
One drunkard loves another.
Am I the first to so easily break my vow?
I can put him at ease. He's not the first by 2, according to my account.
And I fear my poor verse lacks the power to move my lady to love. Did not the heavenly rhetoric of thine eye, against whom the world cannot hold argument, Persuade my heart to this false perjure. Vows broke for thee deserve not punishment. Not bad. Perhaps I should send this to Catherine.
Oh, first he loves a woman and his unfair verse. Our academy is breaking at the seams.
Ah, me.
Someone comes. I'll not be found.
All hid. We played the scholars and now we stoop to children's games, but we're all hide and none seek.
Oh, most divine Maria.
Oh, most profound oathbreaker.
By heavens, she's the wonder of the world. I must send her these little words I have written. One a day, alack the day. Love whose month is ever May. Spied of blossom passing fair, playing in the wanton air.
Well, one other has fallen with me.
I just send this verse, and with it something more plain that will express my true love's pain. Oh, if only the king, Dumaine, and Byron were lovers too. None could I offend if all had fall together.
You have not offended me, good Longville. If in love's grief you desire my company, I am.
Dumaine, you play most unfairly to eavesdrop.
Be not offended. I listened but to agree, for I too have fallen in love.
Not with my Maria.
As long as there lives one called heaven.
So this be the vows of scholars, the king?
And the chief scholar in our school, we are undone.
Sit. I've been closely hidden here and heard you both. I heard your guilty rhymes, observed your fashion, saw sighs reek from you, noted well your passion.
But my lord,
Save it. Ah me, says one. Oh Jove, the other cries. You would have paradise, break faith and trust, and make the month of May for your love last all year. What will Byron say when he shall hear your faith infringed? With such zeal you both did swear, how laugh at you, how scorn you he will. For all the wealth that I do own, I wouldn't have him know so much of me.
Now I will step forth and witness hypocrisy. Ah, good my lord, I pray you pardon me.
Byron, you.
Yes, my lord, me. Good heart, what grace have you thus to reprove these worms for loving, you who are most in love of all? I heard your tears, my lord, splash on your verse. Come, are you not ashamed? Maybe you not. All three of you.
But my good
Oh,
Byron.
what a scene of foolery have I seen, of sighs, of groans, of sorrow, and of rhyme. You have no idea with what strict patience have I sat to see a king transformed into a gnat. See great Hercules whipping a gig, and a profound Solomon to tune a jig. Tell me, Dumaine, where lies your grief? To Longville, where lies your pain? Where my lords?
Too bitter is your jest. Were we forever betrayed for just a moment's weakness?
Oh, I did not betray you, but you me. No, I then am honest. I hold it a sin to break the vow I'm engaged in. No, I am betrayed by keeping company with men like you. It have been consistency. When shall you hear that I will say a thing in rhyme, or groan of love, or spend a minute's time in moaning to the moon? When shall you hear that I will praise a hand, a foot, an eye, a gait, stake, a brow, a breast, waist, leg?
Well, you do protest too much. Are you a man or a thief that gallops so?
Oh no, I run from love. That's all I do.
Lord Byron, I have this verse for you.
Oh, I've spoken too soon. If this fool betrays me, I'll have to eat what I have said.
Yeah, I have verse
For me?
for you, from you. It is all one. It is the verse you give to me to give to your lady.
Oh, what lady, fool? What are you talking about?
All the ladies, sir. I forgot which one he told me, so I gave it to them all. And all the ladies, sir, save maybe one, told me to return your verse. Here.
I don't know of what you speak, clown, but I have the message, so be gone.
How now, Byron? Why do you discard the message if you don't know what it
It's
is?
just a foolish thing, my lord, which knowing how such things annoy you, I had to start it.
It is more than that. I would read the paper.
It's in Byron's writing, and here is his name.
Loggerhead, you were born to do me shame. No, I'm guilty, my lord, I confess.
What?
That you three fools only liked me to make a perfect mess. She, he, and you, my lord, and I are pickpockets in love, and we deserve to die. Dismiss this clown, and I'll tell you more.
Madam Clown, bringer of truth, you are dismissed.
It is Lord Byron who's been dissed by the missus, sir. I simply bore the message, but I shall be.
Now the number is even.
True. We are four, sweet lords, sweet lovers. Let us embrace as true as we are flesh and blood.
Since we cannot be but what we are born.
Women,
Wine,
food, sleep. What zeal, what fury does inspire me now? My love, my lady, is a gracious moon.
And yet, my lord, we have made a public decree. What shall we say now?
well, true, we did promise to study, fast, and see no woman.
But such a promise was just a flat denial of the kingly state of view.
True, in disavowing our first vow, we are but merely better men to our truer natures.
Shall we then try to woo these girls of France?
And win them too. Therefore, let us devise some entertainment for them in their park.
Dancing, music, and sweet words may prove a way for each of us to win a maid. But perhaps we should appear in disguise first to see which way the winds blow.
As men from the moon!
No. Foreign princes from the east?
Let us away and plot our story. There is no time to be lost.
The fox, the ape, and the bumblebee were still at odds, being but three, until the goose came out the door and stayed the odds by adding 4. Just wait until I tell Boyer.
Sweethearts, you shall be rich ere we depart. For the king doth throw treasures at my feet. Broken hearts of gold, tears made of pearls. So much love I've never counted, and all in rhyme. But Rosalind, what says yours?
Oh, I have verses too, and I thank Byron. His rhymes are true, and were the verses fair, I would be the fairest goddess on the ground. I am compared to 20,000 fair.
I was sent a glove. Just one, not two? Yes, madam. And with it, Dumaine sent some 1,000 verses of a faithful lover. A huge translation of hypocrisy, vilely compiled, profoundly simple-minded.
Longville sent me pearls, but his letter was too long by half a mile.
You wish the string was longer and the letter shorter.
I, or maid's hands never part.
We are wise girls to mock our lovers so.
They are worse fools to purchase mocking so. That Byron, I'll torture him before I go. If I had just another week, I'd make him fawn and beg and seek, and wait the season and observe the times, and spend his scattered wits in witless rhymes, and shape his service wholly to my will.
No man is so easily caught. And he who studies to be wise and stoops to folly.
Folly in fools bears not so strong a note as foolery in the wise.
Here come good Boyer and Jacquinetta with mirth in their faces. I am stabbed with laughter. How now, ladies? What is the news? Prepare, madam, prepare.
Arm, witches, arm. Love does approach disguise, armed in arguments. Oh, you'll be surprised.
So muster your wits and stand in your own defense, or hide your head like cowards and fly away. By St. Dennis and St. Cupid, who are they that charge against us? Speak, scout, so we may prepare.
The king and his followers, Longville, Dumaine, and Byron. argument with their hearts, they have now decided to be otherwise.
But do they come to visit us?
Oh, they do.
They do.
Disguised as Muscovites or Russians, I would guess.
In hiding, I heard it all. Each has his plan to talk, to court, and dance. And each his love feet will advance unto his chosen lady.
Will they now? Okay. These gentlemen will be taxed. 4 ladies, we will each disguise. Rosalind, you take my shawl, and I yours.
Well, let's do the same.
And we must all mask, so that not a man of them shall have the grace, no matter how he pleads, to see our face.
Lovely ladies, just lovely.
This way, the king will take thee for his dear, and Byron court me for his Rosalind.
And good Catherine, you must wear the pearls that Longueville sent to me.
And you must take the glove that Germain sent.
Just the one.
By this changing of our favors back and forth, we shall cross their intent. These men are full of mocking merriment, and to mock for mock shall be our sole intent. When they have spent their time with false face, fooling, and false disguise, mistaking love, they'll vow the next time they come to call to do it with their faces bare.
But shall we dance with them if they desire?
No, to the deaf we will not move a foot, nor will we listen to their speech. And when they talk, we'll turn away our faces.
Why, that contempt will kill the speaker's pride.
Therefore I'll do it, and send the mockers away mocked.
Ladies, the trumpet sounds. The enemy is at the gate. Prepare to fight. All hail the richest beauties on the earth.
Louder, they can't hear you.
A holy parcel of the fairest things that ever turned their backs to mortal views.
That ever turned their eyes to mortal view, you idiot.
That ever turned their eyes to mortal views, you idiot.
Boyer,
Yes, madam.
who are these strangers? Ask their intentions, Boyer. If they do not speak our language, send for an interpreter.
What is it you wish of my princess?
Nothing but peace and a pleasant visit.
What did they say, Boyer?
Oh, they say they just want peace and a pleasant visit, my princess.
They have peace, and the visit will be the pleasanter for being short. Tell them to be gone.
Gentlemen of Russia, you have heard my lady.
Tell her we have walked many a mile to death with her on this grass.
They say they have walked many a mile to dance with you on this grass.
Tell them to save their feet for the journey home.
Well, tell her we would vouchsafe. She shows the sunshine of her face, so that we like savages may worship it.
She hears herself.
My face is no sun, more like the moon. And like the moon, it's clouded too.
Blessed are clouds to do such as clouds do. Let the clouds roll back and let the sun shine through. My eyes would water to see such a sight.
Then, if I shone, it would be nothing but moonshine on the water. No, I'll save you from moon madness, and myself from a lunatic.
Then perhaps we may dance.
Do no music?
Only to the beat of my heart.
No dance. You see, I change like the moon. And since you be strangers and came here by chance, we shall take hands, but shall not dance.
But why take hands then?
Only to part friends. And so the dance ends.
If you desire to dance, then let us talk.
I am better pleased with that.
White-handed mistress, one sweet word with you.
Honey, and milk and sugar. Now there are 3 sweet words for you.
Step down here, I would have a secret word with you.
As long as it is not sweet.
Oh no, madam, for I speak of my disappointment.
Will you vouchsafe with me to exchange a word?
Name it.
fair lady.
Do you think so, fair lord? Take that for your fair lady.
I would that I could take a fair lady for her fair lord.
Does your mask keep your tongue from speaking?
No, my lord. I have a double tongue within this mask, ready to travel both directions.
Just let me say one word while we are alone. One word or I will die.
Well, lead it softly, good sheep.
The tongues of mocking wenches are as keen as is the razor's edge invisible, cutting a smaller hair than may be seen above the sense of sense. So sensible seemeth their conference. Their conceits have wings fleeter than arrows, bullets, wind, thought, swifter things. These lords, for all their learning and rushing guise, will soon wish they had not undertaken to tell these ladies lies.
Not one word more, my maids. Break off, break off.
Oh, by heaven, I'm beaten dry by that maiden's rough tongue.
Come, men, say farewell to these mad wenches. Adieu, ladies, adieu.
Plenty adieus, my frozen Muscovites. Are these the breed of wit so much talked about? A mercade.
They are brief candles, ladies, which your sweet breaths puffed out.
Self-satisfied wits they have. Roast, roast, fat, fat.
Poor in which they are for all their flash. Will they not, think you, hang themselves tonight?
I think henceforth they shall never except in masks show their faces again.
That saucy Byron was out of humor quite.
Oh, they were all in sad cases. The king was almost weeping for a kind word.
Byron did almost swear himself into near despair.
Lord Germain offered me his lifetime service, with or without sword.
Lord Longueville said I had set his heart afire.
Well, better wits have dressed as clowns, but the king has sworn to my love forever.
And hasty Byron has pledged his love to me.
And Longueville was for my service born. Lord Germain is mine, as sure as barks on trees.
Madam and pretty mistresses give care. Immediately they will again be here, this time dressed in their own clothes.
Will they return?
They must. They cannot digest the harsh dignity that you made them swallow. They will return, leaping for joy to see you, in their own persons. Although they may limp from the harsh blows you gave them in disguise.
What a mess. What shall we do if they return in their own dress to room?
Good madam. If by needle be advised, we'll mock them still. Let us complain to them of the foolish Russians who were here.
Ladies, ladies, withdraw. The gentlemen are at hand.
Whip to your chambers, ladies, as deer run from the hunter.
Excuse me, fair madam, where's the princess?
In her cabin, your majesty. Does your majesty command me to bring her thither?
If she would give me audience for just one word.
I will go, and I know she will come.
That fellow picks up weight as pigeons do corn.
The ladies call her sweet, honey-tongued boyer.
A blister on her sweet tongue. She's too pleased with herself. I think she knows too much.
I shall get the others. They nest by twos like mountain lions or killer hawks.
Oh, I don't like that lady's comparisons.
Madam, we have come to conduct you from this park to our court.
This park will suit us fine, so keep your vow. And neither God nor I like men who perjure themselves.
Rebuke me not for that which you provoked. It was the virtue of your eye that broke my oath.
Virtue never aids man to break an oath, so I protest. I will not yield to be your house guest, So much I'd hate to be the cause of broken vows.
But you've all lived in such desolation here, unvisited and unseen. We are ashamed to have neglected you so.
But we had visitors, my lord.
Indeed we did.
Visitors? Here?
A mess of Russians left us but of late, and brought with them pastimes of plenty and pleasant game.
How, madam? Russians?
Yes, my lord. Handsome men they were, full of courtliness and grace.
Oh, madam, speak true. It is not so, my lord. The princess and men are ever stationed, and courtesy gives undeserving praise. We four ladies, it is true, were confronted by these men in Russian dress. They stayed an hour and talked a week, and in that hour, my lord, they did not say one word of sense. I would not call them fools, but this I think, when they are thirsty, it is time for fools to drink.
All that dry jest makes me thirsty. Gentle, sweet lady, you are too harsh. Your wit makes wise things seem foolish and rich things but poor.
Good Byron, you must be wise and rich, for by my wit,
I'm a fool, full of poverty.
it is a fault to snatch words from my mouth before I be spoken of.
I am yours and all that I possess.
All the fool mine.
I cannot give you less.
What did you do with that beard that you wore?
Beard? Why do you ask me about a beard? What beard?
I would quite prefer it to the face it hid.
We've been found out. And now they mock us to our face.
My lord, let us confess and try to turn into a joke.
I cannot joke. I cannot even grin.
My lord, why looks His Highness so sad?
His Highness looks so pale, as if he were seasick after a long voyage from
Russia?
Oh, so they know. When now then stars pour plagues down upon our perjury, can even a face of brass hold out any longer? Here I stand, lady. Throw your darts at me, bruise my scorn, vow me with a flout, thrust thy sharp wit through my ignorance, cut me to pieces with thy keen consent. And never again will I call on you in Russian dress, nor woo in rhyme like a blind harper song. Half of the phrases, silken terms precise, three-piled hyperbole, spruce affectation. These summers have blown me full of maggot ostentation. And I do forswear that henceforth my wooing mind, as well as theirs, will be expressed in honest prose and common sense. And so to begin which my love for you is sound, thanks of law will cry.
Let us have a little more sands, I pray you.
Bear with me, I'm sick. I'll grow better by degrees.
I too, sweet madam, would change my ways. Teach me, sweet madam, the way to find excuse for our transgressions.
The fastest way is by confession. Were you here just now, disguised as Russians?
I was, madam.
And while you were here, what did you whisper in your fair lady's ear?
That more than all the world, I did respect her.
And now, when she shall challenge this, you will reject her.
Upon my honor, no.
And no more swearing, please. You have broken your oath once. Why not again?
Despise me when I break this oath of mine.
I will, and therefore keep it. Rosalind, what did that Russian whisper in your ear?
Madam, he swore that he did hold me dear above precious eyesight, that he did hold me dear above the world. He also added, moreover, that he would wed me, or else die my lover.
God give thee joy in him. This man has just sworn that he will keep his oath.
On my honor, I never swore to this lady such an oath.
By heaven you did, and to confirm it plain, you gave me this. But take it, sir, again.
I gave this ring to the princess. I knew her by her shawl.
You gave me nothing, sir. But Lord Byron, I thank him, gave me this small pearl. And Lord Byron, I thank him, is my dear. Now will you have me, or your pearls?
Neither of either. I gave my claims away to both. I see the trick now. By changing habits, you have shown that our habits are the same. We have again sworn oaths to that which we knew not of, and now must be forsworn in will and error. And you sent us on a merry chase. You may die when you will, but you'll get nothing but an old smock for your shroud.
It was a merry chase, sir. Run with full glee.
Will I cry peace? I'm undone and done.
Oh, Lord! I would know with you and have you now perform.
Oh, Custer, you are a jewel of great price.
And I weren't cheap.
Right. Prepare for your performance.
Byron, Haven't we had enough farce here today? This performance will but add to our shame.
We are shameproof, my lord. Besides, it makes good sense to show these ladies one worse show than the one we gave today.
I say that she shall not perform.
My lord, let me overrule you in this small matter. Let the show go on.
This, as with all matters, madam, I rule by you. Let the show go on.
My lords and my ladies, I am here to give you a song in the modern manner, by which I may speak when I know the words but not the music, and hum when I know the music but not the words, and scream at the other times in between.
Does this lady serve God?
Why do you ask that?
She speaks not like a lady of God's own maker.
The song of which I speak is of two parts. When I lean thus, I sing as spring. And when I lean thus, I sing as winter. And when I do not lean at all, I am my very self.
Lean winter and lean spring. And the leanest woman in between.
The song. When daisies pine and violets blue, and lady smokes of silver white, and cuckoo birds of yellow blue, and paint the meadow with delight. The cuckoo then on every tree thus sings, oh, I am winter, in case you forgot my director. When icicles hang on the wall, and Dick the shepherd blows his nail, there's drops into the hall, and milk comes home frozen in the pail. When night sings the staring owl, a merry note. God save you.
Welcome, Mercaine. Or you would be if you hadn't interrupted our entertainment.
I'm sorry, madam, for the news I bring is heavy on my tongue.
It is?
It grieves me to tell you that the king, your father, is dead.
Dead.
Even so, my lady.
Custer, please do cease, for the day begins to grow cloudy.
Yes, my lord. In times of sorrow, the singer must
Go and prepare now, Boyer. We leave tonight.
Madam, I beseech you to stay and rest before you make your journey.
I cannot, my lord. Go and prepare now, Boyer. I thank you, and your gracious lords, for all your fair endeavors. And from a heart now newly sad, I do ask your pardon for our willful games. Your own gentleness, my lord, urged our sauciness. A heavy heart bears not a humble tongue. I do ask forgiveness for our shortcomings, and thank you for your generosity.
Madam, know that although the sad time forbid the gaiety of love, it shall henceforth be my whole suit to convince you of my sincere intent.
I do not understand you. Perhaps it is my grief.
Honest, plain words are best on such occasions. So understand the king. For your fair sakes, ladies, we have neglected time and played foul with our oaths. Your beauty, ladies, has much deformed us, giving us hopes contrary to our plans. In short, our love is yours. And any errors that we have made, since they have grown from that love, they should be yours too.
We have received your letters, full of love, your favors the ambassadors of love, and in our mated council, rated them as pleasant jest, springtime courtship, not more devout than Custard's winter speech. We have, therefore, met your loves in your own fashion, with merriment.
Our letters, madam, showed much more than jest.
Etc., etc.
We did not interpret them so.
It needs to be proven 'tis more than jest.
Madam, the time is short that you must depart. Before you leave us, please grant us your loves.
No, no, my lord. The time, I think, is too short to make a world without end bargain in. You have perjured yourself too much already. But if you would be thought sincere, do this. Keep your oath. Go to some forlorn and naked hermitage, remote from the pleasures of the world. Stay there until a year has passed, and change not the offerings made now. If frost and fast, hard lodging and thin weed and if not, the gaudy blossoms of your love. And if you bear this child, then come to me again at the end of the year. I will be thine.
If this, or even more than this, I would deny, then some hand of death may close my eye.
What of me, my love? What of me?
You too must be purged. Your sins are racked, you are tainted with faults and perjury. Therefore, if my favor you need to get, a year you shall spend, and never rest.
And me, my love? What of me?
Join them if they be true, and shun them if they be false. But spend this year like a holy saint. Then come when the king does come again to my lady fair. Then, if I have much love, I'll give you some.
What says Maria?
In a year, if we should meet again, I'll trade my dress of mourning for our king to a gayer garb for a faithful friend.
I'll serve with patience. The time is long.
A year. Well, what may befall us will befall us.
Come then, back to school we go. It is only 365 days.
But each day has 24 hours.
And each hour has 60 minutes.
And each minute is 60 seconds.
I know, men, but they will go quickly as we count them off in happy study together.
I hope that it is so, my lord. So do we all.
So do we all.
Prolonged wooing does not end like an old play. Jack is not as Jill.
And except for these ladies' kindness, our romance might have ended a comedy.
But a year. Oh, a year.
Come men, it's only 365 days.
Well, that's too long for a play.
But long enough to prove one's love.
And so, our young lovers part in sorrow, each one wishing the swift passage of time. And so, the next season, summer's heat gives way to autumn's breezes, and autumn leaves fall as winter wind blows. Cold, stormy nights break for rainy spring days.
Then at last, morning has ended, and tasks of oaths are completed.
Now, our play is finished. For
Love's labors are lost.
lovers' loves are found.
How about we do it one more time?